Hello and welcome to episode 3 of A Capital Adventure. It's gone well. It has to be said, it has gone very well. When we last left off we had Elgin City and we won 1-0, our first win of the league. We then went on to absolutely humble Cowdenbeath 3-0 on the Ironbrew Cup first round. We then went on to just do it with 10 men, apparently, because we played better. Conor McLaren getting his first goal of the season and Danny Hadling just continuing to score goals. And then, your eyes have averted to this. This was the most ridiculous game of football I have ever witnessed in my entirety of playing Football Manager. Ross Lyon after 1 minute. 12 minutes after that, Danny Hadling scores. Then Danny Hadling decides, that's just not happening. Goes and bangs in his 37th minute one. Then David Goodwillie pops up and goes, nah, we're going in easily. Bang. And he goes. Then Danny Hadling decides, we're not there yet, lads. And goes and just sticks in his hat-trick. David Goodwillie then goes, yeah, I'm going to take a penalty. And then it's 3-3. Then, all of a sudden, Graham Taylor pops up and goes, I want in the action. And pops one in the 88th minute, and then Daryl Haring goes, you know what, I'm going to go one better and I'm going to score 4. Winning game. Yeah, so it ended at 5-3 against one of the favourites to go up. And then we had an indifferent kind of game, as you can see by some of them. Yeah. Ryan Dow was just pretty good. We turned up eventually. Danny Handling, of course, on the score, and Conor Balnatoni scoring his. So today, like I said, it was going to be Peterhead and Annan, but as I said, it was subject to change due to the fact of the Ironbrew Cup. We were playing Alloa. It's going to be Alloa and Annan today. We're just going to get straight into this. The team you will see in a second. Yeah, this should be interesting. So for up front, I haven't really actually changed the team. Hadling, McLaren, Dunn, Walker, Thompson, Taylor, Henderson, Ballatoni, Rodrigue. Yes, Rodrigue. He's nearly banned apparently. Donaldson and Antel in goals. And for Alloa, Spence, Flanagan, Aluhu, Cowley, Colley, Hetherington, Story, Peggy, Taylor, Kerr, Graham and Henry, who's weirdly making his debut. Yes, I'm not expecting to get through. We weren't even expected to get through the first round of the cup, although in real life they're in the quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Ironbrew Cup. I have no idea. Anyway, right, we're just going to quickly turn this down and we'll get into this. So it's Spence to Aluhu. I'm just going to call him Aluhu. To Story, Colley. I'll just get this out of the way. McLaren, unless there's going to be a very, very, very start highlight. Handling back to McLaren. Can't find Taylor. That's a nice tackle. This highlight is weirdly going on. And yeah, guys, I'll bring you back in if anything else happens. And we're back. And Rodrigue, he's up the field, not really to anyone. Graham's there. Oh, Jamie Walker. We've got this issue with our midfield diving into these kinds of tackles and getting themselves. There's a disciplinary issue going on in my midfield right now, because Laird did the exact same thing against Sterling, actually, and he's there, literally there. He did the exact same thing. So yeah, we'll continue on, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Literally, not even a minute, 30 seconds. That's a nice ball out to Henderson. Done. What can he do? Can we do this? What we did against Sterling? No, we can't. It's Colley to Spence to Flanagan. Colley's through. Oh, it's just wide of the post. 20 minutes in, still 0-0. See you all in a minute. Yeah, again, you can see, just keep checking the time. Done. Not a lot goes on at Edinburgh. Thompson to Hadling. I can't get it round the corner. Probably should have went himself. Colley now on the run. This is where they look very dangerous going forward. It's through Story. It's a save by Antel. See, what are they going to produce? Anything from the corner? Oh, it's a long one. Taylor's underneath it. It's off the line. It's everything else happened in that box there. It's another corner to Alloa. We are holding on here, it has to be said. Flanagan brings it in only as far as Taylor. It's a long kick upfield. We have been really effective. We got an assist, I think, again, actually in Clyde. It was the Hadling's 5th goal. Our keeper just kicked up the field. Yeah, there's not a lot going on still, but we are 0-0. The red card has left us a little bit exposed, it has to be said. I'm just going to let this run out to half time because it's not. We are possession wise, we're dominating them. There's the tweets coming in. Dunn just looks like he's trying to run through Treacle there. Headington to Spence. Flanagan. Their fitness in this game will probably outweigh our Spence. Oh, it's just wide of the post. If we pick up a draw against Alloa, that would be quite good. But we're in at half time. Yeah, as you can see, we'll quickly go through the rest of the Sutton United of the Vanarama are 3-0 down. Sligo Rovers are beating Bohemians. The New Saints are beating the Hibs reserves. There's a lot from Northern Ireland, Wales and England down the Irn-Bru Cup. It's been ages since I did the Irn-Bru Cup. The last time I did the Irn-Bru Cup, Rangers were still in this division, in League 2. So that tells you where I am. No, I'm going to say not doing too badly. Go out there and we can still win this, lads. It wouldn't be a lie. McLaren to Thompson. They're bringing on a young midfielder, so they're making changes. Henderson to Dunn. I couldn't see who was. Thompson in the midfield. That's a nice ball. McLaren could get on the end of this, can't. Gets muscled out by Peggy and it's out for the throw-in. I'll see you all in a minute. And we're back again. Not a lot's happened. We're just ticking this over, I think, now. Taylor, he might have half a leg. Oh, it's a poor ball. Flanagan. They've gone 2 up top. They've changed their system. That's a nice tackle. Unfortunately, it's in. Greg Spence puts them 1-0 up. It was very, very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. We'll have a look at the replay for that. But wow, Taylor bad to Flanagan. It's a nice ball through to Alu. Rodrigue gets a nice tackle. Somehow it's just picked up by Spence. It's the old FM tackle. Yeah. That was timing, actually. And Palatoni to Handling. I've just literally, since the goal, nothing. Handling running, sprinting with all his might, finds McLaren. McLaren, acres of space. Oh, he had all the time in the world. Pick either side of the pick either side of the goalkeeper. And it's game over. Alloa narrowly beat Edinburgh City. That's a bit gutting, lads. I cannot fault them. They put in a performance. Yeah, passionately shaping. It was a pleasing performance, lads. It was. Right, guys, I'll see you all for Annan. And we are back. So, Walker's going to come out for Stuart, actually, because Stuart's been in there before. Whether it's the other way around. No, that way. Yeah, Taylor I think can play. No, he can't. But don't worry, we have a man for this. Ross Gray. No, in fact, no, we're not. I'm going to start Sterling over him. There's Black. There's not really much else. We don't even have a proper striker. Right. Also, Shepard's going to come on for McLaren. He's not really producing, is he? There's not else. We don't have. We're not possessed with many greatness. It has to be said. We could probably go on defender. We'll take Foy off and we'll put Gray on the bench. Blair Henderson, who is our actual striker next to, is still out for another 3 to 6 weeks. And we'll be back for the next episode, I don't think. But we're starting to get a few lines now. Team cohesion. It's what is lacking at the moment is team cohesion. But yeah, we will get straight into this Anning game. And just so you know, this is getting recorded on Saturday, so this is Tuesday's video. Yes, Tuesdays. So yeah, I'm ahead of recording for once. So for Anning Athletic, they've got Smith, Wright playing in behind them, Johnson, Wilson, Moxon and Simeon, or Simanmon, as the flat mid four, and the flat back four of Adamson, Swinglehurst, Watson, Kearney and Gray in goal. And of course our team is just the standard done. Actually, after the last game, was not happy about how I responded to the one of the games. Actually, I think it was before that. Wasn't happy with the way I said the team talk. I think it was against Peterhead. I was kind of like, well, you could have done better. So it's Shepherd to Stewart, to Rodrigue, to Thompson. I'll let this play just a little bit and see if anything happens. No, right, I'll see you guys. Oh, right, Matt. Also, quick. For some reason the leagues doesn't stay on either. So it's Wilson to Wright. That's kind of well blocked. Wilson to Moxon. Tries to find Smith round the corner at well with a save. Aidan Smith bangs it in. Not the start we wanted. Really not the start we wanted. Not with Peterhead now winning and Annan crawling up that table behind us. Not the start. So if anything else happens, I'll let you guys know. And we're back. It's Adamson to Wilson to Moxon. And actually quite a good wee team. Johnson to Smith, to Moxon, cut out by Sterling. Who can he find? Doesn't find anyone, only as far as Kearney. Back as far as Donaldson though. Big kick upfield. Shepherd doesn't even have the pace to get to Swingleshurst. Gray with a long ball downfield. Donaldson just hoofs it up the field. Hadling, that's 1-1. There we go, his 12th goal of the season already. Danny Hadling has put us back in. We're still going to be second anyway, but we're back in contention. It's a long ball down with Gray's a clearance. Donaldson just kicks it straight to Hadling, and it's just into the bottom corner. It is well done, and I'll keep you updated. And we're back, literally seconds later. Rodrigue to Thompson, finds Stewart. Again, Shepherd is not blessed with pace. Weirdly, he can't do the big bursting runs. Moxon up as far as Wright. It's only going to go as far as Dunn. What's he going to do with it? It's going to be another ball just over the top, isn't it? Stewart finds Shepherd this time. He does find the gap in the channel. Scott Shepherd makes it 2-1 Edinburgh City. There you go, that's second of the season. 2 minutes after we score the first, we have taken back control of this game. It's a nice ball from Dunn to Thompson to Stewart. Kieran Stewart over the top. It's just over the top of the defender. He's just timed it nicely, and it's a nice finessed shot really into the bottom corner. And it's Gray up the field. He's got two. Moxon to Simeon. Dunn, well cut out. Thompson finds Shepherd. Hadling, he waits. Stewart finds Hadling. Shepherd's on the run. He's stopped his run. Hadling's going to just keep going. Finds Shepherd. Oh my God! Scott Shepherd has just scored the third. An absolute thunderous shot from Scott Shepherd for his third of the season. He is taking this. Yeah, Hadling. That's given his stride. It's a night. He just holds it. It looks like he's going to go to Stewart. Stewart holds it off, and it's in. Oh, nearly top bins. 3-1, Edinburgh City. And we have a free kick. Thompson to make it 4. Oh, he's just missed. That was very, very close. And another quick wee feature, just as we're going into half time, you'll notice it says fired up by feedback. That is now, if you go into your shouts, this now affects kind of what the kind of guys are feeling out in the pitch there. It does it, the AI does it as well. You know, sometimes it'll say feeling pressured by the feedback, others will just say calm, motivated, fired up, frustrated by the feedback. So it's not just player teams that now get this, it's also the AI, which I think is actually quite smart. Shepherd, he's knocked on for himself. Him and Swigglehurst are having a battle today. Gray, finds Adamson. Get closed down by Sterling. Not much. Johnson out to Moxon. Is there a sting in the tail of Annan before half time? There's not. Stewart's another ball over the top. Is Shepherd going for his hat trick today? Shepherd, hat trick. First half hat trick for Scott Shepherd. I think I might have said in the first this was going to be very, very difficult and tough. I stand by those comments. The fact is now we're destroying teams. Welcome to lower league football, Scott Shepherd. It's just a nice goal. I was just talking about this more than anything else. You can see how now you can see the poorest performing players and the highest performing players and teams are now colour coded. So that's good to know. Elsewhere, going around the games of the day, Berwick Rangers and Elgin City 1-1. Clyde and Albion Rovers are 0-0. Peterhead, our main rivals right now for going up, are 3-1 up against Cowdenbeath. Stirling, bottom of the bottom, as far bottom as you can get. Stirling are 3-0 down to Queen's Park. So yeah, go on. There we go. I'm just going to start off the second half. It's Ferguson to right. Going nowhere. Ferguson, obviously they've taken him on, I think, for Aidan Smith. He did get injured. I'm not sure if they've now tweaked their system. That also comes up in, there's wee green bars or orange bars, red bars come up here now, and it tells you if your AI, the AI have changed formation. So that's it's quite good. So we're going to try and do a shout now, just so you can see it. If it comes up, say, you have to praise them, and then that says now fired up by the feedback. Which I think, if I obviously haven't had the highlights straight after it, so I'm guessing it helps them on the pitch, gives them a little bit extra motivation, they're fired up for it, like this, we want this praise, we want this praise. See how calmly and confident they all seem. Right now we're just a highlight. Johnson Antel with a save. Yeah. There's one guy cheering someone on. I do like this now. The ball goes out more than anything else for a corner as well. There's not really much else. There's now you can see opposition instructions. You can now do this on the fly by the looks of things. Your shouts, your team instructions, which now if you do this, so you can adjust this on the fly as well depending on how games go. Formation, you make your sub, you get your updates, stats, the usual stuff. As Ferguson tries to bring forward, he goes as far back as Roberts to right. Stewart, it's sort of cut out. Ballatoni, it's a nice ball up. Dan Handling has barely seen anything of this game today, and then he just pops up with second of the game and 13th of the season. Danny Hadling and Scott Shepherd have ripped an Athletic to part. Ballatoni, it's just a simple ball up. They're all on short passing and work it into the box, but right now we are just kick the ball high, wide and handsome, and it goes in the back of the net apparently. We're 5-1 up at the moment. You see now we're getting a bit complacent just in midfield there. So I'll take him off just now. I'm making this just a little bit more longer. We'll bring on Brian Gilfin, the 33-year-old, because we're 5-1 up. There's no one else. Yeah, I can. Ross Gray. On you go, son. Fitness is an issue at the moment at the club. Staff-wise, if we get promoted, we're going to have to increase the staff. adapt the staff into the better conditions. Usually I'm just like, well, the staff are in place, I don't fix staff, but I'm going to have to this time. Hadling, oh, nearly for the hat-trick. That would have been glorious. Oh dear, Clyde have brought themselves only 4 points back, and behind us. We are also unbeaten. Us and Peterhead are the only two now unbeaten teams in League 2. As Albion Rovers are suffering. Cowdenbeath are coming back into it, has to be said, in their game. You can see we don't really... I'm not even concerning ourselves with my squad at the moment. Yeah, and we'll just have a look at the 10 teams. You can see there's now a big gap starting to form, ever so slightly, from Queen's Park to us, and that's what we want. Once we can get Peterhead starting to lose matches as well, and we continue to win, we'll be okay. But it's an self-assured win for us. Passionately happy with that result. No, he's played, lads. I was extremely nervous coming into this, the way we had played in certain games. I was, at the start of the season, going into that Albion Rovers game when it was 0-0, I was like, even back here, when Stenishausenmuir thumped us, and then we picked up against Arbroath, and then we got thumped, well, not thumped, but yeah, nervous about this season. But right now, we haven't lost in the league at all. So when we come back, it will be the only two games in October. It'll be Berwick Rangers, and unfortunately, poor little Stirling Albion are going to get absolutely rinsed, by the looks of things, if they haven't picked up by then. So until next time, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you all for the Berwick Rangers game. Bye for now.